after hiring on those graduates and then make them employable. So that part is being taken care of here in the university itself, and like this, students will be employable, and we are this taking care of the skill gap. Thank you.
I would like to add a couple of points to our sir. Like most of the times, the engineering completed students from various places are going to training institutes. For example, they go to Amirpet and get trained in these latest technologies. Instead of going to unauthorized training centers in Amirpet in Hyderabad, they don't require to do that. They can get certified and a 3 years thorough program, and they can be absorbed by industry, IT industry directly from the university. I am in this SAP industry for more than 20 years, and I see acute shortage of resources, and the employability of these graduates who are going to complete this program, they will be absorbed very easily and quickly. At least 20 to 30 times, or even more, their employability will be increased. This is going to be a very good support to the IT industry, as well as to the engineering completion students. Instead of losing 1 year or 2 years time after completion of the course, they can directly get the industry ready. Industry can get the industry ready people with this program. This is going to be a great initiative. I'm not like there are only finger countable colleges in India who has started this kind of initiative. I think in Hyderabad this is the first or second. I'm not sure of that. But whereas earlier people used to travel to Australia, particularly to Victoria University, and go through this kind of program and get qualified and certified, and they used to get directly with SAP with a very good package instead of going all the way to Australia or other countries for the uh, finishing school programs. This is a great initiative by Guru Nanak University, where they can get the industry ready program, which is part of their engineering curriculum.
But sir, there are complexities of integrating SAP into the existing curricula. How will you meet that?
We had multiple sittings with the SAP team, and we have fulfilled the gaps. There are electives in the curriculum, so we have replaced with those electives with the elective subjects with the SAP modules, and like project is mandatory for all the students in all the degrees. So now it will be SAP based projects, and free time like internship is also there. We have increased the credits for the internship. It is 15 credits internship, and it is year long internship. During this internship, students will have a lot of hands-on experience on the various SAP tools, and integration with the curriculum, like basic part like a portion of social sciences, portion of management, portion of basic sciences, and core computer science subjects. We are taking care as such, and this is a sort of a specialization. Almost 35% of the credits are given to SAP.
So is there a particular intake capacity for training these SAP graduates?
Yes, we have decided at a capacity of 120 students to start with.
And how many industries have come forward to tie up with you?
You can see so many
I can.
uh, industry professionals, and these experts are there who are mainly into hiring, and they're the leaders, top leaders. They have the trust in the SAP technology. They have demand also, and they have association with us. We also have association with them for a long time.
Let me just add to what sir
Yes,
said.
You want to
Why,
say
right?
something?
Yeah. Why, right? Because that's the most important question. First of all, there are three or four phenomena you should actually look at from an IT industry point of view. One is post COVID. Those 2 years, the intake has been very severely affected. And after COVID, what has happened is many industries have started changing the way how they work. Not IT industry, generally the industry itself, right? Whether it's a manufacturing industry or utilities, even for the matter public sector. And when you look from a global perspective, the second major thing is like customers going towards digitalization. Now, doing business
right, digital India. It's a completely different way of operations that's actually happening here, right? Whether businesses, interacting with the government or business interacting with their customers or partners, things have completely changed. So SAP's product also has gone through a big change to adapt to this digitalization. That's the second most important phenomena. Now, what's going to happen is as customers are moving towards this digital, era, you will see there's a legacy, there is new technology, and you need people to deliver the new technology. Even though there is a transition that happened from the existing workforce in SAP into the new domain, you will still see a lot of demands coming. Now, one thing which Sir specifically said is a curriculum, right? We earlier we used to teach about, when I studied, we discussed about SDLC. Now, no one does SDLC, right? From a computer engineering perspective, they talk about DevOps and Agile. So the curriculum has to change. Similarly, there were languages, traditional languages, which everyone teaches. By the time they come out of the graduation, there are new things that has come out. So hence, what I could see from a curriculum perspective that has been defined by SAP together with the institute is very very specifically 2 years down the line when the guys come out, when the students come out, they will have the latest knowledge from a technology perspective and how to deliver the technology from a software development model point of view. I think those are the big expectations from the industry. We actually have a lot of industry experts here. That's why we're talking, because as we get that, I'm pretty sure this is not. This is a trend setting, right? It started here, and I'm pretty sure many colleges will start following this, and you will see this demand growing. And this is what I call as real digital India, right? Which we are talking about as we go towards that.
This is really going to be a great initiative. I'll give a classic example. Recently, few months back, we had a college freshers, train them on SAP and get them certified, and now they are in the project. This is going to be a great support in terms of we are not going to lose time because the college is going to deliver the SAP certified and capable resources who can be billable to the projects from the day one, because this is going to be a 3 years program. Correct, sir, if I'm not wrong. This is a 3 years program, like B.Tech, TCS, HCS we have here. Like when we take college freshers, we train them for 3 months to 6 months on the similar skill and get them shadowing for another 6 months in the project, and they will be billable to the projects after 1 year. Here, with this program, we are going to get the project deployable resources who can start working on the various global engagements immediately.
So then how will you skill your faculty? SAP is rapidly technologically changing ecosystem. How would you make that? And also the faculty. I mean, training of faculty is very important.
We have our service providing faculty will be made available who are SAP certified, and they keep on upgrading their knowledge as per the curriculum. So in case we apply our own faculty members, then we have to train them. So we are not taking that load, and we are hiring the SAP qualified faculty members to deliver this program.
To add upon, we are the execution partner is there, Mr. Puglan from Nobility. So the people who are coming to deliver these sessions are actually the industry leaders. The people who are there working in the industry as SAP consultants, functional consultants, they are the people who are going to come and deliver these sessions. So this is not faculty driven, this is industry driven.
They are the people who works on projects, project managers, and they used to train their internal employees. Those kind of profiles will be here, and they will station here, and they will deliver this program in a classroom training room.
And what Ma'am you were asking, just to add on Sir's point, we have seen that project ready resources, if we prepare, the industry is ready to take. Last year we tested this where we had given 197 students project ready resources to Salesforce. And and they were billable from day one.
Is there a particular requirement to take this kind of a course? If so, what is that? Is there a particular requirement?
Any student with
any
optic or
graduates?
computer science degree can join
So
this program.
not only computer science. So the beauty of SAP is, that's what I was telling in the forum, that SAP is not only programming. I'm sure the industry experts agree with that. So we do have two categories. One is a business and one is a programming. So there are many modules in business more than programming, I would say. But the programmers' demand is heavy. In fact, we recruited 100 people last year in Hyderabad across various colleges. This year, the demand has increased. 200 freshers we have hired. In fact, we are about to release the letter of intents and offer letters. So the demand is there, and the beauty of this program is, the university is directly collaborating with SAP itself. So which is a very unique thing, I would say, because you will get a lot of trainers in, somebody said, Amirpet. So you'll get a lot of people who get trained in 6 months and then again they become the trainers. It's not that. So the SAP itself is getting involved, and training them is really meticulous. And as well as I heard from some of the partners that you design the curriculum, we will execute it. So because I might have some requirement, and other people might have some other requirements. So I think it's a good collaboration, very unique, and happy to collaborate and work with the management here.
I think the most important is the lead time, right?
Correct.
The way how it's evolving.
Yeah.
That's where it's very well crafted.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point, because usually what happens is, when we hire freshers from outside, we have to offer them when they onboard. We need to execute a training for 3 months, and again give a hand holding for another 3 months, 6 months of time, and it's a cost-effective model. Rather than this is like a win-win situation. We are not doing any favor by giving a job to a student, but they are also returning the favor to us, saying that it's a win-win for both of us.
When
Exactly.
you say the lead time, right? Normally what happens is, like, if you look at the curriculum, I think the first is getting them introduced to SAP in second year, right? That's the most important thing. And then the third year, you catch up with the advanced language or advanced situation at that point of time, what we need from a requirement point of view. ACL may have something, TCS may have something, but catching up with that need. And fourth year, they are actually going to be the intern. So the moment they catch up with that skill, it's not about learning something that has been introduced some 10 years back. It's about learning that's been introduced just that year. And then because when they come into intern, they work together with our project teams to basically get used to the environment with the customers involved. So look at the evolution, right, from entry into mid-level into a mature student, which we get. And the moment that the customer is happy, because on first day he gets a very productive employee. We are happy because we get them billed.
Yeah.
Look at the profits that will actually change the whole equation for us.
In fact, I was.
The global demand, the demand in India is going to increase so much. The compounded annual growth rate for the next 10 years is going to be nothing less than 15% on the SAP resources because of the S4HANA cloud adoption journey. Only 30% of the customers have already have moved to SAP S4HANA. There are 65% customers has to still move to SAP, and on top of it, there are about 1,000 global capability centers. Various global companies starting their GCC. We call them as GCCs. They are setting up their centers in Hyderabad. Hyderabad is the first choice in the country, and there is going to be a lot of shortage. More and more shortage is going to hit the market when it comes to SAP resources, and this is going to support the GCC. Like all the GCCs can hire the resources more easily, more and more easily. I wish more colleges should adopt GNU path so that it will help the industry in fulfilling the skill gap. So what we are saying is we need 1,200, not 120.
No, I think I would say it's a great initiative, and that's why I brought my colleagues. Yeah, I was saying, yeah. So I was saying that yesterday afternoon we came to know that there's a program. Last year around, we literally instructed our talent acquisition and the recruitment team to find out any colleges where they are teaching SAP as a curriculum. And the moment we came to know yesterday afternoon, we literally rushed. He said, I'm not coming alone. I'm coming with my colleagues as well." So I think it's a great initiative. Thanks to the management team who thought through this. And it's way back in '99 when we started off our SAP journey. It was a very expensive course to adopt, and I'm sure everybody agrees here. And it's a very premium skill also. Achha, one more thing. The all the engineering graduates who are passing out across the industry, right? Um, so the cream will be taken away by big companies like I don't want to name, but they're tier one companies, right? The rest of the CSC graduates will suffer getting into BPOs also. I have seen some of the colleges who are calling BPOs. I mean that's not the right path for the people, the students to take up. And this is a very game changer initiative. I would say SAP. I'm sure if this news goes out, people will rush to take the people from the across the colleges. Yeah.
Now to add up on this, my friend here from LTI, he sent me an Excel sheet filled with all the tech stacks what he wants to hire for. SAP, Salesforce, ServiceNow. He has listed like 10 of them, and we are proudly sharing this. We are covering all 10.
Oh, very good.
So there will be a possibility of aligning the course with the local jobs that are available.
Yes.
And how will you go about that?
Like we already have a projection from the industry. Like in LTI's case, we had got a projection that they want to hire close to 700 2,000 students SAP. So we knew about it. We have gone for that tie-up, integration of the core curriculum. Similarly, we know that Salesforce is another, where TCS wants to hire 500 odd students every year. And this is where we are trying to bridge the gap. We are trying to make those talent ready-made from day one. So they will be productive. The industries don't need to spend money. And like what Sir was saying, the seriousness of the candidate is altogether a different level. If they have to hire a fresher, they have to groom him for 6 months or maybe 1 year.
And
He's
what-
not going to be a
what
billable
many
resource.
would be interested in, again, spending or investing on the students again.
So like we opened up for SAP only. There again sharing this with you, more than 2,000 plus students are interested to undergo this SAP-Integrated program with us.
And the other thing that what I part of the curriculum, right? Certification. That's a very key unique thing because certification is very expensive to get from SAP. I believe somebody was mentioning there's a discounted rates and all given. So when we have a large group attending this kind of a training programs, it's benefited for both SAP as well as for people organizing as well as for us as well. Because to maintain our partnerships with SAP, like gold partner, silver partner, whatever platinum partnership, right? We have to show in an organization that X number of people are certified with us. So this adds a value for us as well.
And what's the cost of this certification?
I mean, it depends. I'm not sure exactly how much, but I think it's not definitely not a yeah.
And we have been interviewing people, and because I directly interview people during campus service and all this. So many resources may not even know certain niche skills like SAP or service node that we are doing. Only when they come out of their college, they reach out to their own people or their own community and ask, okay, what is the course that I need to do? What is my next future? So now if you are introducing that at the college level, that way that first or second year level, that means you are giving the exposure to the students that we already letting you know that this is the skill that you need to learn. This is the going forward future for you. So SAP is in its skill, and you get to know about that skill. So in your curriculum itself, like we previously have C, C++, Java, now we are entering in SAP also. So that means it's an added advantage to students also, because they need not to go and search for a technology that they need to learn. So they are getting getting into the college where they can start learning the new technology from starting, parallel to their career.
Similarly, like HCL Technologies, they have reached out to colleges for finding the talent on the tech stacks which I was talking about. Even Java full stack, matter of fact, .NET full stack are another tech stacks which we are making the students be ready, industry ready. So Pradeep sir is the best person who can explain about it.
Then that's fine, sir. Basically, the hiring, future hiring is all about skills. It's all going to be skill-based hiring. That's I can say for sure. Reason being, the hiring scenario that has kept on changing in last few years. We have seen the mass hiring has already converted into the skill-based hiring, and the expectation is that we get this skill ready from the colleges, because again, companies are looking forward for the kind of candidates or the students who are ready with the technology. And since these technologies keep on changing every frequently, the expectation is that they should be readily available with all the latest technologies, and should be available right from the day one, should be deployed on the projects from the day one.
And I just curious, maybe I can also ask a question. Just a question to Chancellor. See, this is a great initiative that you are moving away from just creating a students, into a talent capital for the industry. Now I know that we are just doing it for one section, but what is your vision and strategy for the because like what we heard, we need finance consultants, MBA finance. We need actually operation consultants, MBA operations, HR consultants, MBA HR. So what is your strategy from a broader perspective for the complete institute? Because on this talent, generating this talent capital for the industry, sir.
Thank you, sir. As asked by you, so how are we looking at it? So basically, we made a start somewhere, and now that even though it is for the limited number, so we look at giving this resource to you, the industry, which is ready from day one. In a similar way as Vinay was also mentioning that we are working for Salesforce, we are working for other stack programs also. What we have, so we are ensuring that the the n number of students that we have, that everybody is ready in some of the other value-added programs. So, especially students who will be joining Guru Nanak University, we are not looking at giving you a regular B.Tech program, a regular Bachelor of Technology, but we are looking at giving you an integrated industry program. So, this is a start that we have made, and we have also tied up with IBM. We have tying up with all other programs also, and definitely the first start has been from engineering, but we'll be moving forward to management programs and other areas as well.
One request to the management actually. So most of the graduates, people, if you have seen the trend over the past a decade, I would say, everyone is opting for computer science engineering, and which is understood because there are a lot of job opportunities and so on and so forth. What we are forgetting the fact that there are a lot of other graduates who are in non-IT. I'm trying to extend a similar question in the answer what Chancellor sir has given. So I think we need to actually upskill them to skill sets like SAP and all, because SAP actually encourages non-computer science graduates. That's a very great initiative, because and that will be very unique program if you start off, for a reason that nobody has thought through so far. And in fact, our global practice head, he's from Telangana, and he literally used to tell, why don't we go and take some of the sessions for a non-IT graduates, because he's a very passionate about. He's from mechanical background. He was very passionate trainer, and he heads the global recipe practice, and he's a supply chain practice head as well. So he used to tell us, don't even just focus on computer science graduates. I think it's if you start that initiative, I'm sure that people will fall behind.
We have already started. So the tie-up with SAP is not just integrated curriculum,
Yeah.
B.Tech Computer Science. We have also started our finishing school, under which we are covering ABAP and S4 HANA for the final year and pre-final year students. So one global certification we are giving there. Plus, for the second year students, we also have an integrated module, because we understand that the curriculum which JNTU or other Osmania University has, it is not as per the industry requirement. So over and above, we are making sure that they do some global certification while they are in the campus, and that makes them employable. So ABAP, S4HANA are available, and we are proudly sharing this that last year our civil and mechanical placements was more than 100%. So it's not that we are only catering to CSC. Our civil, electrical, and mechanical placements are at par, and even I would say more. Last year we saw a dip when it was IT companies, but we saw a growth towards mechanical, civil, and electrical companies visiting the campus and hiring. Royal Enfield, Kia Motors, all these companies have come and taken the students from us.
That's a core engineering. I'm not denying that.
I think I'll just explain this with an example here. I think that's the first question that you also asked a little bit. How the demands are from market. We definitely need engineering graduates to do programming. We need MBA finance to be finance consultant or operation consultants. But this is from an HCL IBM point of view. But if you look at the manufacturing industry, they need accountant, a BCom person or an MCom person who knows how to do finance in SAP because they are using SAP. Just look at the way how the adoption would happen, right? Similarly, a BBA person who could actually talk about purchasing. So the core industries, and that's how I believe this whole talent capital will evolve, right, sir? So the core industries will also start adopting beyond engineering. So I think that's what you are trying to refer, right? So that's a ecosystem that we have to create.
And it's a roadmap for non-IT graduates to get into IT industry. So you know what I
For
mean,
that
right?
also, sir, we have reached out to SAP for starting SAP FICO,
Excellent.
SAP HR. Those modules
That's a question basically.
MBA students, and they will be employed.
So that's how
Similar programs are being discussed,
you.
and we will execute.
There are two ways, right? Either you see the demand, or you create the supply.
Yeah.
I believe here we have to create the supply.
So how is the industry, I'm sorry, it's for not for the institute but for the industry. How are the industry currently managing with the SAP complexities? There's data migration and so many other factors, integration and the need for expertise.
See, like what we said, right? The whole digital migration that's actually happening in the SAP, we still don't have enough talents available for that, and that's one of the reasons why we are all here to create those talents. So at this point of time, maybe 15 to 20% of customers are moving in that direction. Just imagine 80% of large customers when they move into the direction, then it's going to just boom. So next 3 years is very very critical for us to get that supply, right? We could manage with what we have in existing, but if we get more, our businesses will also start growing faster. So will be the organizations, right? We are just helping our customers to move fast into digital. That's it. So it's just a pull and push, right? That's actually happening.
Yeah, and the SAP market is never going to die for a reason that there is no competitor, strong competitor. There are competitors, but there is no strong competitor for SAP. Secondly, the journey that SAP is taking towards right now is towards cloud platforms. So, which is another area. So, basically, who are the customers who are in on-premise systems? They are forced to move to cloud platforms. That means we are again starting with all the 4 lakh customers. Kind of. So you might have heard like there are 4 lakh customers, SAP customers right now, right? So 80% or 75% of the customers are still on the standalone ECC systems. So they are forced to move. 2027 was the deadline that SAP has given. It's going to get extended, but not beyond 3 to 5 years. So you are forced to move to the cloud platforms. So again, it's a re-engineering or skilling kind of a thing that's going to happen across the industry.
Actually, out of the 35% who moved to S4HANA, in that 35% also, only 50% have migrated partially to S4HANA because of shortage of resources and
Correct.
The workloads that are there in the traditional systems are close to 90%.
Yeah.
So this will go till at least 2033 is what everyone expects. So it's a business that we will do till 2033 or 35, and that's a supply that we should give from get from the sources, right? Like